technical difficulties.
Hi everybody. Good, thank you. Well, welcome to the greenhouse. You can see behind me, there you go. We're on my phone because we are having technical difficulties. Oh good, thank you. Glad it's working much better. Well, thanks for joining us. And if you're watching on the replay, welcome too. Nice to see you guys. What? No, it's okay. So we're going to talk about a couple things. We got a big list of stuff to to talk about, greenhouse stuff, some plans coming up, and you know, just fun stuff, fun little chat tonight. So, and then of course, if you guys have any questions, just shoot them up there, and I'll try to get to them. So, you want to talk about how we started getting into hydroponics?
Well, the first thing I wanted to tell everybody is I am not a horticulturalist.
That's
I
right.
started out, my first career, I was in accounting and banking. And I always liked my gardening and everything like that. So got into this after seeing Epcot Center back in 1983.
Yep.
Took you there when you were,
Yeah,
what,
when was
15?
that?
You were like 15.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
So that's how we always thought, you know, something we'd want to get into. We've always had the farm, always raised animals. I had horses before that, and now we raise cows. But it was always something in the back of our mind to do. But I never went to school for it. Just watched a lot of YouTube videos, talked to a lot of people, and read a lot of books. So I just want everybody to know that I'm not an expert. Everything I do here in my greenhouse is based on my own experience from my greenhouse. So just want to let everybody know that to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, here we have one. Desktop system. How do we get this up? Can you see them?
Yeah. I have a
Okay.
question. Yeah, you got it.
Yep. Regarding desktop system from Crop King. My EC went through the roof today after a couple days in. Do you track yours or just let it sit for you? Yeah, I don't track mine.
Yeah, you don't have
Well,
a meter to
Yeah, I
track
don't
it.
have a meter. I just change it out. I change it out once a week though, not every 10 days. So, and then another thing too, I adjusted the pump because it was flowing way too fast. So I kind of made it look like the stream coming out of your emitters.
Oh, okay.
Because the stream was coming out way too fast. So,
Yeah, you want to make sure you have a pretty good stream, not a weak one.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just let it sit and keep it going. I'm going to see if I can put you guys down so I don't hold it and shake you around this whole time.
Oh, that looks better.
Better?
Yeah.
A little bit. There we go.
Cool.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. I had the webcam and the mic. I had a mic here. Oh well.
Yeah,
We'll have to try
everything-
again next time.
Had it all set up. Well, at least we have our glasses of wine.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
So what else do you want to talk about?
Hi, can you please talk about pest control that you have there? Well,
Well, I have the insect exclusion, so all of my vents and everything are covered with thrips screen, so I don't get a lot of thrips. And I mean, every once in a while we get aphids in, and I ended up buying some ladybugs, and that was a big help.
yeah.
And then if I do get them really bad, insecticidal soap is what I like to use.
And I always, when you get the aphids, they go in like a little pocket or like one plant.
Well, yeah, try to keep in one plant. You just have to do a lot of scouting. And in the summertime, I put the yellow cards out to track
Yeah.
and see what I have in here.
Yep.
But
Cheers. So, yeah, and then if we find one that has the aphids, we'll put it in a plastic bag and then take it outside and then dump it out into the compost pile. So that way we don't contaminate everything else in the greenhouse as we're walking by.
Yeah, what we ended up doing is I have a doorbell now on the greenhouse. So when anybody has been working outside and wants to get me, they ring the doorbell because you know they come in, they're walking through the grass or whatever. Or Doug was cutting. He was brush hogging the one day, and it's like, no, don't come in here. So he rings the doorbell, so I come out front. So yeah, maintenance man Doug put that in for me.
Yep.
No.
So, yeah. Do we want to talk about, what do you think? Why did you go hydroponic rather than doing a bunch of like fields of produce?
I like the reason I went hydroponic is I like the cleanness of hydroponic, and I don't have to deal with weeds. That was another big thing. And when you grow hydroponically, you don't have to wash your produce, so everything stays really nice and fresh, and it doesn't get bruised, so you have a lot longer shelf life in your refrigerator.
I just want to raise strawberries. Oh, we have the same smile. Thank you. We did raise strawberries. What was that, 3-4 years ago?
Oh, yeah, I put them in the NFT channels, even though
They were so good.
but a pain in the butt.
We crawled underneath the NFT channels to harvest them because they would grow down. And then
I couldn't pull the channels out.
You have to leave them go long to get the strawberries, and then the channels got all clogged up. So now we have some out in the high tunnel right now, though.
Yeah, but they're grown in the high tunnel. They're grown hydroponically, but I have a little different bucket set up. And this spring, when I replant them, I'll have Devon do a YouTube on that one.
Yeah, they're really sweet. They're the best.
Yep.
Yeah, the boys like to go through and pick them.
Yeah, they just go and pick them off because I don't have to spray anything on them because they're out there and they're in the high tunnel. So the boys just go along and help themselves.
Yeah. Wow. I thought of something else too that you said the other day.
What was that?
For the hydroponics, for the NFT channels, they are like counter height. So you're not bending down working.
That's one of the reasons why we wanted to go with the NFT channels. And we went with Crop King because of the way their channels, you can pull them across the aisle and harvest that way. You don't have to carry the channels anywhere. Because I figure I'm going to keep doing this for another 15 years maybe until I'm in my mid-70s. So.
Yeah, you don't have to bend down. Oh wait, Bobby said it starts cutting out.
Uh-oh.
Does it sound okay, guys? Is it okay? I don't know. I haven't gotten any comments. Do you change nutrient solution or just fill out when it is used? I mean, washing. Okay, so the big tank. Can you tell about the big tank?
Okay, what's the question?
We're watching the same thing over a couple of eyes. Oh, it sounds good. Thank you. Thanks, Crean. Hi, Crean. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Chris.
Oh, somebody wants to know what type of strawberries we grow. I use Seascape is the variety for the strawberries. And then for the nutrient tank, I change it out completely because you want to change it out completely because the salts build up. So you want to make sure you drain it out all the way. And I change it every 21 days or so. I just have a feel for the plants. You walk around, you can see if they start getting a little yellowy and don't look as healthy. You can just tell if it needs to be changed, but at least every 21 days.
And you can tell right away, right, after you change?
Oh yeah, if you change it the next day, everybody's all back and green and happy again.
We should do a before and after picture of like a head of lettuce.
No, you know what we really tell it on is basil. And I got some basil going. Yeah, the basil is one that's really shows if the nutrients are off and needs to be replenished. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to show the basil because that's one of our, I mean, we always like that one. Yeah. And I haven't shown it at all. Yeah. So that's when you cut and it keeps going for a while and it's pretty popular at the market.
Oh yeah, very popular. Yeah, because what I do when I cut the basil, I just don't cut the whole plant. I just cut the leaves off and that's how I sell it.
Yeah, I think people like, who uses the stems, so.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, what type of seeds you grow in the winter? Right now for the winter time, since I'm not doing a farmer's market this winter because of COVID, so I don't have any lettuce, but I do grow lettuce, in the winter. It just takes a lot longer. So right now I'm mainly focused on Asian greens.
Yeah.
And they, of course, everything takes a little bit longer with the shorter days.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we got a bok choy video coming on hopefully Saturday.
Oh, good.
As long as I get it edited. But we shot that the other day. How many heads did you harvest?
780.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of decided that bok choy is a definitely good one to grow hydroponically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's nice is hydroponically, if you get bok choy in dirt, you get all the dirt down in the bottom and all the leaves and stuff and all the stems.
Oh, yep. We got somebody from Melbourne. That's awesome. Is your customer base strictly CSA in the off season? Great channel. Thank you.
This year in the off season it is the CSA because of the pandemic, but years past I've done a winter's farmers market that was every other Saturday and it was a really good
I like
market.
That one.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was an indoor, obviously.
Yeah, an indoor market, but yeah, it was a good one. So hopefully next year we get to do that again.
Yeah, it was at a school, so we couldn't do it. But we're looking forward to spring and summer going back up to Hudson again.
Yep, definitely. Okay,
oh, Benji. Hi, Benji.
Hi, Benji.
I love his heart. Aw, thank you. Yep. Okay, what else can we talk about? What do we put down? Oh, should we talk about our spring plans coming up?
What you want to do with flowers?
Yes. Was that last night? Last night I placed an order for a bunch of flowers. And Mom's going to let me start seeds here hydroponically, and then we're going to switch them over to dirt and grow all of our own hanging baskets this year because around us place. There's a big place that sells all these hanging baskets, and they sold out really fast. I think again because of the pandemic and people being at home.
Yeah, everybody wants a beautiful garden to look at if you're stuck at home. So I know we did.
Yeah. So we have. I think I ordered probably 500 seeds.
And we'll have fun.
So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, but doing the hydroponic, starting the seeds, you know, and then transferring the dirt. All you have to do when you first do that is make sure you give them a lot of water to get them established into the dirt.
Oh yeah.
Remember that we did that
yes,
last year.
we did that with hops.
Yep.
So Mom gave me a hop in a grow bag with it was perlite.
Yep, perlite, little vermiculite.
Little vermiculite?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I took it out of the bag, and then the one I didn't water, it died. The other one I watered all the time, and it's fine.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Seed source, I know that one.
Okay.
Oh, and cooking videos. Thank you. I'm glad you like my cooking videos.
Seed source. I get a lot of seeds from Johnny Seeds. And where'd you get the flower ones from?
Harris Seed, because so many places are selling out, and we did order some more this morning just from Johnny Seed. So, broad cost of setting up. Well, our cost for setting up the greenhouse is going to be a lot different because they were in construction.
Right. That's what we did before we did the greenhouse. So Doug was in construction. That's why he's our maintenance man. So him and I and Devon and Bobby helped, you know, us do a lot of the stuff here. So we built a whole greenhouse ourselves. And when Kelsey was home from college, she'd come and help too. So it took us about a year, almost a year and a half to build everything, because we built the head house first, and then we built the greenhouse here and did all the mechanicals, everything in here.
Yeah.
So
it was a fun project.
It was a fun project, yeah. It saved a lot of money.
We have a lot of clips on it, so I should throw it all together and just put it up for you guys to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, the only help we had here in the greenhouse was help lay the cement.
I did use your recommendation for kale chips. Those were good. Thank you.
Yep.
Was here before. Aw. Yep. Yes, it's fun. Yep.
You know, it's a lot of work, but
That's Chuck and Darlene. They know.
Oh,
they're down in Tennessee. Hi,
that's
guys.
right.
Yep.
Very satisfying work,
yes.
though.
Yep. They know.
But it was fun getting all the comments back from the farm market customers and the people from Yellowbird who, you know, enjoy our stuff. And
I think the farm market's my favorite because of that.
Yeah.
Like out of all the greenhouse stuff, the farm market day is probably my favorite. Have you looked into growing fodder? Yes. We did fodder.
Oh yeah, I did fodder. Yeah, when I had the horses and the sheep, they loved it, and the chickens.
It's kind of a back-breaking work though.
Yeah. For me, I have arthritis in my elbow, so it was a little hard. But
what are we drinking? This is a Malbec.
Yep, like the red wine.
Hi, Michael. He's got a vineyard down there in Texas.
Aww.
Why would you... Wait, what does it say? Well, that's just our water source is city water.
Yeah.
So that's just what we had to work with. So that's why we use the city water.
Yep.
But it works fine.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. I just have to, you know, when I'm filling up the tank with the nutrients, I let it aerate for a while to get the chlorine out of it.
Yep. Good choice. Thank you. Yep. Okay, and process NFT, but also grow microgreens.
Oh,
no, the microgreens are totally on the same system. Definitely do that. Right? Yeah. They get the lettuce nutrients. It's just all hooked in. They're pretty forgiving, right?
Oh, yeah. As long as you take off, because you have to cover them first to get them to germinate. Make sure you take the covers off in time.
Oh, yeah. They get leggy.
Yeah.
And yellow. What was your biggest flop? What crop flop?
What was my biggest flop?
What's something you just don't grow anymore that you used to?
I know there's some herbs I don't grow anymore. I mean, I tried dill one time and it took over.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with watercress because it can get too big and a lot of yellow leaves on the bottom. But no, I've been pretty lucky. You know, you just have to rotate your crops for the seasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Video kind of flopped. Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry.
Sorry, we're not IT people.
Aw, Bob Neer, love you too. Don't
grow mint.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Thank you, mint. That's
Thank
a
you,
good
Doug.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened is the mint went over the NFT channels and ended up touching because I have gravel underneath mine, and it ended up getting down there and started rooting, and I'm still fighting with it 3 years later.
Yeah,
So,
it just like pops up. You don't even water it.
Nothing. It just keeps popping up. So yeah, don't grow mint.
My Microgreen. Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear your microgreens are doing good.
From Fenster's Farm and Greenhouse?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's awesome. Hello. Oh, hi, Joe. Nice to see you. Thank you. How often do you feed your new... Constantly?
Yeah, constantly. Well, I do have some broccoli and cauliflower grown in some beto buckets, and those are on a timer. But that's not a recirculating system, and they're in the perlite.
But yeah, the NFT runs constantly,
Yeah,
and then
24/7.
this hasn't. There's the pumps right down here, so you'll probably hear it when it comes on to do the beans.
Yep.
Sure,
Brooke and Brock, say hi.
Hi, Brock and Brooke.
From Klein Farms,
Yep.
San Antonio,
Hi.
Texas.
Yep. Hi, David. Nice to see you guys. Okay, should I tell them what else I want to do in the high tunnel?
What else do you want to do in the high tunnel?
Okay, so there's a little bit of blank space in the high tunnel, and we're talking about peeling back the black, what's that called, fabric?
Yeah, the landscape fabric.
It's all covered with landscape fabric, and I think I might peel back a little bit and start some really early sweet corn, just so we can have some for the 4th of July.
Yep.
So we'll see.
There's a question about the spinach, and yes, we do grow spinach. And the pH is the same. I use the same nutrients as I do for the lettuce. It's in the NFT channels. Devon did do a video too about us starting the seeds for the spinach.
Yeah, check that out because they are so hard to germinate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Customer favorite. How do you deal with? Oh, algae.
Was that how do you?
Wife, cheers. So how do we deal with the algae? Okay. A big thing with the algae in the nurseries that you discovered was to just keep everything covered that's not growing something. Like if you have a blank space anywhere, just make sure it's covered. Cover as much as you can to keep the algae down. Yeah.
Yep.
What's our customers' favorites?
Oh gosh.
What do they get mad about when we sell out? Arugula.
Oh yeah, arugula is a big.
We have people come like 20 minutes before the farm market starts.
Yeah.
They want to buy all the arugula.
Yep.
Which it's good. I don't blame them.
I like the arugula. Yep.
The bok choy.
Yeah, the bok choy. And some of my other farm market customers, they like when I trial stuff and I give it to them to try.
Yeah.
I get good feedback, so I know what to keep growing.
Yes. Do you grow spinach? Yep, we grow spinach. Oh, you answer that one.
Yeah.
Oh, how do we decide the site plan? The orientation, this is a really good one. You take over this one.
Okay.
We got the craziest property set up here.
Yeah, our property is in a big pie shape, and there was already an electrical line going back to the well. So we have the greenhouse. You know, most greenhouses face north and south, where ours is east and west because of the way the lay of the land is too, because we have the Vermilion River behind us, so our greenhouse slopes to the back. And most greenhouses slope to the front, and they have all the nutrient tanks up front, while all of our stuff is in the back because we went with the natural slope of the land.
Yeah, and doesn't the sun is supposed to come.
Yeah, it's not as even in our greenhouse as it was north and south like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just compensate for it.
Yeah. Have you looked into CO2 generators?
I have, and thankfully for us, since we do have natural gas here on the property, and Doug has the backup wood burner here, that we are able to leave our louvers on to get fresh air in here, so it's not totally closed in. So, you know, I know CO2 generators really do make a big difference, but I haven't had one, and I've been okay without it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool. Yep, good questions. You guys got great questions. Thank you. If you had the chance to change something, what would it be? Oh, you said something about changing the storage area.
Yeah, changing the storage area. And then for my NFT channels, I wish I had a few more risers to turn off sections instead of having to use those clip things on all my feeder lines. But other than that, Doug planned everything out really well for me. He would think about things at night and come up with some really good ideas.
How long did you guys think about this? Like
for years.
It was for years. I remember.
It was years, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But Doug also comes up with good ideas for to help me do things faster and better.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Like what's our roughly, okay, so every week, how many heads? I mean, you're sending almost 800 heads down for the CSA. That's for the winter time. In the summer, it's almost that plus
the farm market.
Plus the farm market.
But in the summertime, I can do more because I can rotate the crops a lot faster. Because there's some things like Carlton, which is an Asian green. In the wintertime takes about 7 weeks. In the summertime it takes just under 5 weeks. So you rotate things a lot faster.
Yeah. Yep. What nutrients do we need? They're not chemicals, they're mined minerals, just like the same as like a multivitamin even, right? And
Yeah.
it's all like really pure greenhouse grade that we use for the...
Yeah, and I have a formula for my nutrients based on my source water. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How many square feet is your greenhouse?
It's almost 5,000 square feet.
Yep. Wish the NFT channels from Crop King were a little firmer. Yeah. I saw on Crop King that the new ones have little ridges in them.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Might seem okay. I mean, they're
Yeah.
a little bit wider, I think, than what they had. I mean, ours are, I'm in my 7th year of growing.
yeah, they're still holding up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just started your 6th or 7th year?
How old's Blaine?
6. Well, he's gonna be 6.
Yeah, so this is my 7th year of growing. Because
Wow.
he started,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Time flies.
Rosie Side Farm. Hi. Did you ever consider aquaponics? A little bit. We all think it's cool, especially Dad. He thinks it's really cool, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a practical thing for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Aquaponics are cool though. I think definitely as a hobby would be really cool too.
Yeah.
Yep. So, what else? What's your favorite crop?
My favorite thing to grow?
Yeah.
Probably the mini bok choy. I just think it's so cool.
The little green.
Yeah, little green
yeah.
ones, yeah. It's a pain in the butt, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Size of the greenhouse and what is the temperature? So 5,000 square feet, temperature around 75.
no, not in this, no, that's too warm. In the wintertime, it's around 66 during the day and goes about 62 at nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
What would that be in Celsius? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to look and put it in the description or
Yeah.
something. Bob Shrimp, stop. What was the cost to set up the hydro system? How much profit can you make? Sorry. Well, we can say that it's enough to sustain.
Yeah.
I mean, it sustains
This is
a
my main
family.
job, yeah.
So if you have a greenhouse like this, and I mean, you work here
every
full
day.
time?
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Then-
Yeah, and you can plan your hours out and everything, so you have time to do fun things, but you can.
Yeah, you can sustain a family off of it, which
Yeah.
is awesome. And you
Yeah.
can have little helpers too.
Yeah, you have little helpers come down, which
Yeah.
are fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
What have you not grown that you want to? Oh, what do you want to try? You want to try anything? There's a pump coming on. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys can hear it. Sorry.
I don't know, I just keep going through the different seed catalogs. I'd like to try some different types of microgreens. I've just been pretty basic with the microgreens, so I want to get into some specialty ones.
Yeah. Do we have a checklist? Oh yeah. So she has this iPad with like all these forms. She makes all these Excel spreadsheets and has everything totally organized.
I don't
So-
know about that.
But you can check like from year to year how everything's growing, or if we're getting ready to go to a farm market, she'll check last year, see how much she brought, if she needs to bring more.
Yeah, I like to keep track of everything I took. And I like to keep track of when I harvest something, about how long it took to grow. So then next year, it's like, oh, I want to plant, Rosie. How long did that take to grow? Or I want to do the bok choy. And so I know how to do my schedule, because I want to keep on schedule for Yellowbird. So every week I can take everything to them. And if I don't know how long it grows and I mess it up, it's not good for either one of us.
Definitely helps, 'cause
Yeah.
sometimes. Oh, thank you. 66 is 19 degrees. Thank you. Now, did you? Yep, checklist. Okay, what else do we got?
Talk about other stuff that we do.
Oh, our other stuff. Okay, you guys know about the steers that we do, and you have your cattle. So I do grain fed, and then she does grass fed. So we kind of have both.
Yeah.
But she's got bull and the cow and the calves
Yeah, I got George
too.
the bull.
Yeah, George
Yeah,
the
so
bull.
we're a cow-calf operation.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's when Devon was younger, she would always show steers from the farm here.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, well, she worked hard at it.
No.
There was one year, was that your
Oh.
senior year in high school? No, I got to tell the story.
Okay, so tell it.
Yeah, her and Kelsey worked really hard with their steers, and we knew because showing Herefords that they wouldn't win the grand champion, but they really tried for showmanship. Devon was out there doing a really good job. and she came in first place with showmanship. But that summer, every day, her and Kelsey went out and worked with their steers.
Yeah.
And we're up in the stands, and Doug's videotaping, and here's a lady behind him saying, she won because she's a pretty girl.
No.
She won because she worked
we
hard.
worked hours, 2 hours at least every day.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Yep, that was good times. I enjoy that. I enjoy the cattle. I enjoy hydroponics. I know you do too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, we have some more.
Got more questions? Okay.
Yep. Bye, Chuck and Darlene. Nice seeing you guys. Have you ever considered Yep, we did grow the strawberries. Yep, we talked about that a little bit. Hi, Don. What's the most hard crop that you grow?
The hardest thing I grow?
What's one that takes forever to harvest?
It all depends. The time of year with the yellow leaves on it in the bottom.
Yeah.
It just depends. I mean, there's sometimes, like right now in the greenhouse, it's almost raining in here, so
I
get
keep
a lot
getting dripped on.
I know so we do get some yellow leaves, so that takes a little bit longer to harvest. But I think
that endive kind of.
Yeah, lettuce and endive and that kind of stuff are probably the hardest to harvest. Because of course you want to put out a quality product, so you want to make sure you have all the yellow leaves off of it and make it look nice.
Okay, I just heard that. Okay, let's see. That was funny. What kind of hurdles and hassles establishing a farm? Oh, okay. So what kind of like rules, laws, regulations?
Well, being produce, and I only do one cut, so I don't have to be inspected, but I do have to have gap training. It's not good accounting practices, it's good agricultural practices. And I also did another training, I can't remember what I think it was PSA training. So you make sure that you harvest your crops, everything is sanitized, you make sure you wash your hands, and you make sure you don't drop something and still try to sell it. And a lot of it was for outdoor growing, so luckily in here I don't have to worry about a lot of the animals and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. And then what about that one cut thing? I always hear the one cut.
Yeah, as long as you just cut it once, and you don't have to be regulated. But if you process something, then you have to.
Yeah, if you're going to like cut up a bunch of chopped up lettuce into bags, which you don't do that.
No, I sell everything by the head.
Yeah, which stays a lot fresher in the fridge.
Yes, it
that
does.
way.
Yes,
yeah.
And you only take off what you need that day and leave the rest alone, and just wash what you need.
Yes. Yeah, I don't wash it.
I don't
I never wash it. But you should.
But you should, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tomatoes. Okay, yeah. So the tomatoes, it seemed like they weren't growing from the video. Like they just looked like they weren't growing. And all of a sudden, when the sun came out,
yeah, they popped.
Yeah. Maybe at the end since I got you guys on the phone, I can walk you around and show you a couple things. I want to show you guys the beans because they're almost to the top of the greenhouse.
Yeah, they're starting to get little flower buds on them. Can't wait.
Bye, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Michael from Australia. It's got to be morning over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, how'd it go with the Dutch buckets? So I'll turn the phone around in a second, and I mean they're going good.
Yeah, they are.
I mean they're just coming along.
We had the nice sunny day. The cucumbers here are starting to pop up too.
Yeah.
Good.
It's about time for you to put the second round in the buckets. They're in the nursery over there, so those will be going into the buckets here soon. Yep. 11 a.m. Wow. Nice. Okay. Let's see. I hope I'm not missing any. Big fan of peppers.
Oh,
yes.
Hot peppers do wonderful.
Yes. Those were all in the high tunnel.
Yeah, remember the first couple years Dad did the Carolina Reapers in here?
Yes, we had Carolina. Did you have habaneros too?
Yeah, we had habaneros in here.
Habaneros, yeah.
And every time he would trim them, remember I couldn't be in here?
Your eyes would water. Yeah.
But we had really, really nice peppers.
You had
Yep, and jalapenos. Yep.
But she had bell peppers in the high tunnel.
Yeah, the colored bell peppers. Those did really good.
You got really pretty green, yellow, red. They did really good. And that was in the grow bag with the perlite.
Yep,
the perlite.
Yep, grow bags with the hydroponic solution. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. And hot. I wish it was hot here. It's cold. It's cold and damp. It's been a weird winter.
It has been.
Not super cold, just like muddy.
Yeah. Well, I think we haven't had rain though for 3-4 days now, so it's been a little drier.
Yeah, I miss the sun. Do you grow? Yes, we grow kale.
Oh yeah, lots of kale.
Some of my older videos, I'm
yeah
harvesting kale. Yep.
I just do the curly kale because that's what I like.
Okay, how do we find the customers? Oh, that's kind of a good.
Oh yeah, when we started out, all the cold calling did.
Yeah. Oh, Don is starting his spinach. Good luck, Don. I hope it works for you. So, do you want to say like what you used to do with how you did stuff?
Yeah, well, when we first started, because I had no idea if I would be able to grow hydroponically, so I planted tons and tons of bib lettuce, just to, get my feel for the system. There's a food bank up in Lorraine called Second Harvest, and they really enjoyed me that first year, because every week I'd take up maybe 100 heads of lettuce and I'd box it up in little boxes so they could give it out to everybody.
Nice.
But it was a good way to get my practice, and then I just started cold calling different grocery stores and restaurants and trying to get into farm markets and colleges, and I just talked to everybody and took a box of lettuce with me, and
your product speaks for itself.
That's one thing, yeah. Your product is always a nice looking product and it lasts long. So
yeah, that's one thing that you always tell me, that if you have a good product, then people will come back. And
yep, be consistent.
Yep, we try to be consistent, take our time with harvesting, make sure it's a good something. What's your line?
I grow what I like and I sell what I like to buy.
Yep, that's a good philosophy. I like it.
That's what we go by here.
Yep. Okay, it's cold here. Yeah, I know it's cold here. Did you have the walk-in refrigerator from the beginning?
We got it. Doug put it in for me like maybe 3-4 months after we started, because we really needed that.
Yeah. Well, and you started in the winter. It was like right in the winter time.
Yeah. So it wasn't so bad.
So it's kind of okay, but yeah, that was definitely a good thing to have.
Yeah. That was another thing he did by himself. Put it up together.
Yep. They're gonna put the floor.
Yeah, finish
you
up
got
the
like
floor.
a floor thing to put in there to make it nicer.
Like
more insulated. Yes. Yep. Can you still do hydroponics? Oh wait. Yep, that's right. Do you have off the charts hard water? Geez, I want to know that, because I have well water and it's like terrible. The calcium buildup is ridiculous.
I think you have to change your water nutrient solutions a lot faster, a lot quicker turnaround.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure about that. Like I said, I'm not a horticulturist, but I know that there's a lot different to do when you have well water.
Yeah, with my little desktop system, I don't put the well water in it. I get RO water, because I'm just scared to run that much calcium through it, because I just don't think it'd be good for it. Yep, and what you've told me. 31 here, and tomatoes love, I bet. Yep, that's awesome. Yep. Okay, budget for the greenhouse. Like, I don't know. It just depends. It depends on what we're growing. It depends on if the farm markets are going.
Yeah, there's all kinds of variables, and everybody's different.
Yeah. How much footage? Okay. It takes me what, like at least half a day to film? Right?
Yeah, that's true. I'm working in the background. She's out there filming.
Yeah, and then
and
editing
Barrett comes in.
Probably ends up taking, I don't know, a long time. It takes a long time. I'm getting better. I'm getting more efficient, I think, as I go. So I'm having fun though, and I really appreciate all you guys a lot. I mean, we're having fun.
Yeah, we are having fun doing this. Yeah,
we're happy to share this info with everybody.
Yeah. And so that's where I learned a lot of stuff, was looking at YouTube, and I think, well, let's share some stuff out there too.
Yeah. Big fans affect the profit. Well, we just need the big fans to keep the airflow.
Keep the airflow and keep it cooled in the summertime. But most of the fans, I mean, this is a Doug question, are I think 220, so it doesn't cost as much to run them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I need to get Dad in here. We've been talking about doing a kind of a mechanical tour where I can show you like the fans, the heating, the cooling, even like the walls and the plastic. There's a whole system to it, because it's not just one layer.
Right.
It's 2 layers, and there's a fan that keeps it inflated.
Inflation fan, yeah.
So I'll have to show you guys that.
And the way he has it vented and everything else, yeah.
Yeah, you figured it all out. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you need to flush them out for the last 1 to 2 weeks? Nope. We just harvest them. Yep. Clay pebbles and netted. No, we haven't tried that. No. Something I thought would be cool, just since doing the YouTube and talking to more different growers, would be to do some different like trials of different growing mediums, and that's something that we thought this spring would be good because we don't want to affect the production in here. We want to keep everything going, but in the spring when we have more room, like out in the high tunnel or at my place, I'd like to trial different growing mediums. Do we use any federal grants to start? No.
Oh, we did get a grant for the high tunnel.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we had a grant
not
for,
this one, but
for the high tunnel, yeah.
Yep. Loving it, thank you. Is the whole system under the same nutrients?
All the NFTs are under the same nutrients, but then the beta buckets, the Dutch system, there's 2 different nutrient tanks I have for them because it's on either side of the aisle.
Yeah, the tomatoes definitely need this, the vine crop, tomato vine crop.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of footage and a lot of editing. Yeah, Bob would know. What do you think of the floating raft DWC method? I think it's cool. But
it's cool. I don't know much about it though. It's cool.
Yeah. I think for, too, like we said, the NFT, for us being up higher on the countertop level.
And something I want to do for a lot of years in the retirement. I want to keep doing this, so a lot less labor intensive, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. The production. Oh, good. That's good to hear. Production's getting better. Yeah, I watched a couple of my old videos. They're kind of.
Were they cringeworthy?
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm gonna leave them up. Whatever. With tomatoes, do you use new media for each new planting?
Yes, I do. Yep.
But not, go ahead.
Oh yeah, for the tomatoes, yeah, and I make sure all the Dutch buckets, tomato buckets, or everything is totally sanitized. Yep. But for my cucumbers, though, I'll use the same medium for a couple different crops.
Now they're not in as long as the tomatoes.
No, not half as long. Yeah.
Yeah. Just how many months the cucumbers?
About 3 months.
Yeah. The tomatoes are in for almost a year.
9 months.
9 months. Yeah. That's your favorite job, pulling them out.
Oh, that's the worst because you know how long they get and how big they get. They're so heavy.
Yeah.
Then you have to cut them into little sections so you can get them out through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when the kids come in handy. They open and close the doors for me.
Oh yeah, door boy.
Yep.
It's a snowmobile. No. You guys will see that on Tuesday. Bobby's got the whole engine just totally torn apart. It needs more work than we thought, but once it's done, I think it's going to be pretty well set. I mean, he's putting a lot of work into it, so we're really excited. It's kind of a sentimental type thing too, because he used to ride it with his dad, so hopefully we'll get it done soon.
Then we get some snow again.
Yeah, and we get some. Yeah, we got a bunch of snow, and then now nothing.
Nothing. We haven't had any.
Yeah.
Don't say that. We'll get snow now, and I don't want any.
There's Bob. He's saying hi. Sup for all. Hi, I haven't heard from you guys from you for a while. Hi. Have you ever considered the crack key method for home use? I mean, I know about it.
Yeah, I've watched some videos about it, but another thing, I don't know a lot about it.
I know people love it for like at home growing.
Yeah, been successful with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that could be something to try. You know, doing like see what kind of growing is good. Floor area is 5,000 square feet. Big fans affect profit on summer. No,
not really.
We need them. Yeah. We need them to cool the greenhouse. I don't know if you can see if I move. No, you can't really see it. Maybe I pick you guys up. Back there, that's the water or the wet wall. And in the summertime, when it gets hot, the water will trickle down. And then the big fans are up here, and it just pulls the air through. So
it's like a swamp cooler that they use out in Arizona.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we have to have those going. Yeah. Yep. Thanks. I know with soil planting, we are supposed to not plant tomatoes in the same soil. Yeah. One time, we had really nice tomatoes in the garden. I was in high school.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm going to do that again. I planted the tomatoes in the same spot, and they got what'd they get? Some kind of fungus.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely rotate your tomatoes.
Yeah, what is it, 3 years before you can plant them in the same spot?
Is it 3 years?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
Tell Devon she needs to do a rebuild video for the sled. Okay, maybe. Bob, thank you. What do you think is the single most important factor in ensuring your crop loss factor is kept well below?
What is it?
What is how do you keep your crop loss factor low? Just checking on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, every morning when I come into the greenhouse, I walk up and down each aisle looking at everything. I mean, because I lost a row of, what was it the other day? I think it was endive. I lost a row of endive because emitter got clogged up. Yeah, so you just got to come through. I mean, I come through at least twice a day and check on everything. And I check on the nutrient tank a couple times a day. Because there was one time, a couple years ago, I was in a Fitbit challenge. Oh. And the roots got into my system and I didn't know it. And my intake valve got clogged up. And I came out in the greenhouse and everything was totally flat. Because the water, nothing was getting water for a couple hours. And it was summertime. So, and I walked back here to get steps, and so I was able to clean it off and get the water going again, and thankfully I didn't lose anything. Everything came back up.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
I remember that. You called me.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Been really busy. Yeah. I know that. Electricity. The electricity cost isn't too bad.
No, it's not bad. Well, we're part of a co-op out here, so we don't have like one of the big major ones, but yeah, so it's not that bad.
And then not really much electricity for heating because it's the natural gas and the wood.
And the wood burners,
so low heating costs, which is a good thing. Yep. Michael's going to lunch. Sounds good. Yep. Yeah, that grow cucumbers so easily. Oh, the beetles. Yeah, I know. I try to grow them in the garden, but I just come and get yours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, luckily with all the insect exclusions that we have in here, I don't get the beetles or the moths or anything like that in here. It makes a big difference.
That's one thing I get in the garden is like the mildew. The mildew is bad.
Yeah.
So, yep. Yep. Hi from, Earl's from Philippines. Hi. It's got to be morning there too. Yep. So, okay, what else can we talk about? What advice can you give on someone who wants to start a greenhouse?
Just if you're passionate about it, you'll be successful. And just do your due diligence, and talk to a lot of different growers around you, and reach out to people and ask them questions and see how they did growing and what their downfalls were. And just take. It's a lot more work than I had thought. That was one of the things that I didn't realize when we first got in here.
You spend a lot of time.
Yeah, spend a lot of time, and that's why you got to
greenhouse.
Got to be passionate about it.
It's a good work environment, though.
Yeah. I just put my headphones on and listen to music or talk radio, and away I go.
That's what I do. Yeah. I mean, and then in the wintertime, I just love coming out here. It's a tropical oasis out here in the wintertime.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Today it was kind of sunny out, and in here it was like 75 degrees, and it felt really good because of the sunshine.
Yeah. Okay, we have some more. Do you ever check out the hydroponic groups on Facebook? Tens of thousands. Yeah. I should. Are you on any?
I'm on a couple of them.
You do more Facebook than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should post some videos on there. Yeah. We ever compare Crop King to Am Hydro? Well, the thing about Crop King is they're right there.
Yeah.
Crop King's so close to us; it's very convenient.
And they've been helpful. They've been very helpful.
They've been helpful. Everybody that works there is nice. I mean, they're all nice.
Yeah.
They got a good team there. Yep. My lettuce roots are starting to look brownish. Any advice?
You need to either change the nutrient water, or there's another product that I found from Cultivate. And Cultivate's a big greenhouse conference that happens every year, except these past years because of COVID. It's down in Columbus, Ohio. And I found a gentleman down there from Blue Lab, I think it is. And he sells a product called HypoGrow. And it's I think it's a hydroperoxide-based product, but it's something I put in my nutrient tank when I change it, and in the summertime I put it in like almost every day. And it has a formula how much you should put in based on how many gallons your tank is. And that really helped get rid of all the root diseases, because you have some kind of disease going on if your roots are brown.
I know you get the big jugs of it.
That's how it
comes. Do they have smaller sizes?
I'm not sure.
And what's it called again?
HypoGrow.
HypoGrow.
Yeah,
check out the HypoGrow.
Devon will do a link to it.
Yeah, I'll put a link on the description. Yep, it sounds good.
Tell you what to do.
Oh, I like that. Thank you. I love your ideas. Okay. Insect exclusion. Have you had issues with aphids? Yeah, we've had aphids.
Yep. Ladybugs and insectile soap gets rid of them.
Yeah, the ladybugs are good. And then the aphids are patchy in here. Like you'll find like one plant that has them, and then we just bag it up and throw it away.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this way you don't spread them out through the greenhouse as you're carrying the plant out.
yeah. Did I see a backup generator? You did.
Yes.
There's a backup generator, and it seemed like the power went out all the time until you got the backup generator.
Yep. I know.
No,
that
never
first
got
year, I remember one time, Doug was, I don't know where he was, I called him up screaming, like, oh my gosh, the power went out. And it was the middle of summer, and everything's wilting in here. He came here and hot wired one of our portable generators. And
Yeah.
so saved up and got the backup generator, and I think I've used it once. I mean,
Yeah.
it comes on once a week just to keep it, make sure it's,
Like the maintenance cycle.
yeah, maintenance thing, but yeah.
Yeah. It's good to have.
That's good. It gives me peace of mind.
Yeah. Did Crop King come out and set up the greenhouse? Yep. They
Never-
helped. Well,
No.
no, okay, never mind. They helped with the plastic. That's what I remember.
Yeah, they just helped with the. They sent a couple of the gentlemen.
That's right.
Yeah, Max
You're
and
right.
Jimmy came out and helped with the plastic because I am not going to walk up on those gutters. No,
No.
no.
Oh, but this is mostly thanks to Dad and Mom. A little bit of Bobby.
A little bit of Devon
A little bit.
helping doing it.
Yep. Just wanted to know I love your channel. Thank you, Raspberry. Thank you. Donald. Hello. Thank you. Hello. I'm good. Okay. Are you ever able to take vacations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I take vacations and Devon comes and watches the greenhouse for me.
Yep. Then I'm in charge. I come out twice a day, feed the animals, walk through,
Yep.
make sure the tank doesn't need topped off, and then I just steal anything out of the greenhouse that I want to eat.
That's true. Yep. But yeah, we've taken a couple week vacations and stuff, so it's nice.
Yep. It's fun. And you kind of plan for it too.
Yeah. Yeah. We do it in the off season and yeah.
Yep. Okay. Sure to. Yes. Thank you for sharing the videos on Facebook. I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Yep.
Yep. Sri Lanka. May I please know how many hours? It's mainly Mom in the greenhouse. I help out a little bit, but I mean
in summertime, it's probably 50 or more hours a week in the summertime, but I'm really cranking it in the summertime. But now, this time of year, when things have slowed down, I don't know, maybe 30, 35 hours.
yeah. You have your she's got the big day on
Tuesdays,
Tuesday
when I deliver down
harvest.
to Yellowbird, and Doug takes it, and my delivery man, Doug. He's
Yeah.
got lots of hats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's our IT guy.
Yep, maintenance man, delivery man.
Yeah. Let's see. Mother, hi. Another from Philippines. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of plastic, have you had to replace it yet? Nope,
Nope,
not
not yet.
yet. Not yet.
Oh,
How?
and the size of the generator, that I worked with our electric company. They were able to do an analysis to see how much electricity we used, and they saw what our equipment was here, and they came up with the size of generator I would need to power everything up.
Did they?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Firelands did that for us. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Did that cost anything?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. It
I
was
didn't
cool.
know that.
Yeah, it was a service they provided.
Cool. Okay. Summer, but do you ventilate? Yeah, we ventilate in the winter. It's crazy because sometimes in the winter, I mean, it's middle of January, it's sunny out and it gets hot in here and the fans will come on.
Yep.
And I mean, and another thing too with the winter is that the air is still coming in from being pulled in through the heaters and the heater thing.
Yeah, and it's not totally sealed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not totally sealed, so.
And then about the shade cloth, somebody asked a question there.
Okay.
That, no, we don't do a shade cloth. I do use paint. It's called Redo Heat, and it lets the light rays come through. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it does let the light rays through, but it keeps the heat rays out. And it really does make a difference, because when Doug paints that on here, you can come in the greenhouse and it has like a blue haze over it, and it just looks really cool, and it drops the temperature down at least 5-10 degrees. So, and then what's nice about the Redo Heat, it does wear off by this time of year. It's all off. You've had a couple good heavy snows and it just wears it off.
Yeah, you could tell it's not. I mean, you can usually see it on the outside of the plastic, but you can. It's pretty much gone. So then, when do you usually do that? Like June?
Yeah, June, when you know a big stretch of hot days are coming. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
There was one year we didn't even put it on because we had such a cool summer.
What was that? A couple years ago? I
Yeah,
remember
like
that.
3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yep. Teaching. Look forward to start. Oh, good. Yep. William, got to start. Yep. Start it up. Thank you. Do you show us a nutrient formula and mixing from? Yeah. that was my last video. Check that out. I put all the nutrients in there, what we use. Now we didn't put up the exact recipe because it's really important to have your water analyzed to figure out what you need, because everybody's going to be different on exactly what they need.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, your source water, everybody's source water is different.
yeah. I mean, I know around here, like a water analysis is around $100.
Yeah.
So definitely get that done, and then go from that to build your nutrients off that.
Yeah, you can probably usually work with one of your local universities, state universities. They have an agricultural department. They'll help you come up with a recipe too.
Yep. Did Crop King do that, or did they?
No, Crop King did it for
Crop
me.
King did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I know you go to OSU and stuff. They'll help you.
To show us. Okay. What's the most expensive, Rockwool or Oasis cubes?
Oh, Rockwool's way more expensive. Rockwool's like double of what Oasis is.
But
And
you use them.
I like Oasis better.
Yeah.
Because Rockwool always made my hands itch really bad, and with the Rockwool slabs, there's only 200 holes. In the Oasis, there's 276 holes, and it's the same size pad.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do you use Rockwool ever?
No.
I mean, you don't even have any, do you?
I have a couple pads left. I have up there. Last time I used Rockwool was when we did strawberries in the NFT channels, because
Okay.
I guess the roots like to be tight, like they're in soil, and so I put them in the Rockwool. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, when are we going to do the live stream again? Oh,
I don't know. We have to get our technical difficulties.
we have to finish that. I'm live streaming off of my phone, so we would love to do another one again soon. We like all of your questions and all this. This is fun. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is microgreens and hydroponics different? I mean, you can grow microgreens in the soil, but
what's good with the hydroponics, you don't have the dirt in them.
yeah, I recommend hydroponic
Yeah.
microgreens. We just cut them and eat them.
Yeah, because then you don't have to spin them, and then they don't get bruised. They last a lot longer.
Yeah, they're so delicate.
Yeah. Yep.
Were sales affected? Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah.
Actually, the first farm market we went to after the pandemic started was in June.
It was outdoor market.
It was outdoor, yeah, and
Hudson.
we were a little bit concerned. I mean, we weren't sure what was going to happen. We weren't sure what the turnout was going to be, and we were happy to see all the customers, and everybody is cooking from home and they want the fresh stuff, and the CSA is doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that first farm market, it goes to what, 12:30, and what were we sold at 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
So we're really thankful about that, and we're happy that people want to keep getting the fresh stuff. So we appreciate all the people coming out to see us at the market.
Yeah, all the support they give us.
Yeah, even though I know it's hard to come out and
wear a mask and all that stuff, but I appreciate everybody.
yeah. What's the most? Okay, wait. Oh wait, we're getting shout out from Manila. Wow, Mongolia. Okay. Where's your waiter? I know I need a waiter.
I know.
Where's Dad? Okay. Which is what medium is fastest? Rockwool or Oasis?
I think they're about
Yeah, I'd say about the
for
same.
the germination. Yeah, I think germination has a lot to do with the temperature. I know a lot of people use those grow mats or whatever, the heating mats that germinate on. I just keep my little control tunnel at 70 degrees with my little electric heater.
Yeah, it works good.
And that's where all my water lines come in, so I do want to keep it warmer.
Yeah. What do we do with the old Oasis cubes after harvest? We sell the whole head with the root ball attached, so the Oasis cube is kind of in there still.
Yeah.
And then you can compost them. So when we have them, we compost them.
Yep, we compost them.
Yep. They break down. So, what's the most unusual green?
The most unusual, I think, is the how do you say, Chinook?
Chinook?
The chrysanthemum green.
Is that the one that tastes like carrots?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's real frilly and cool looking. Yeah.
It's before the pandemic, people would ask us, what's it called? Chinook?
I think.
I don't know if we're saying it right. They'd say, what's this one? What's this taste like? And we'd say it tastes like baby carrots, and they wouldn't believe us. So we'd have one to sample, and they'd taste it, and they'd be like amazed.
Yep. Oh, it's like nasturtiums, the little flower. Remember I used to
Oh,
grow
I
those,
like
the
those.
edible flowers?
They're spicy. They're like wasabi.
Yeah, they're really spicy. You wouldn't think a flower is spicy, but it is.
Yep.
And those are, if you grow those hydroponically, oh my gosh, they take over the channels too. You got to watch it.
Oh yeah, she'd have them in the back, and they would just spill over like a big waterfall of flowers.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. You should do some of those
I
again.
should.
Those are fun.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty too.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
Oh,
good.
good. The heat came back on.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's cold.
Yep.
Okay. Boys said good night. Good night, boys.
Aw, good night, boys.
They looking. Gotta go. Good night from Barbados. Thank you.
Thanks for
tuning
watching.
in. How do you control the water temperature?
It's basically whatever the air temperature is my water temperature. Because all the water's going through all the NFT channels, so it gets warmed up as it's going through the system. And also the tank is buried, so it stays down, so in the summertime it does stay a little bit cooler.
Yep. What light fixtures do you use to grow? Oh, wait. Have you tried aeroponics? Nope, haven't tried that.
No, haven't tried it. No.
Yep, they're cool.
Something to look into.
Yeah. What light fixtures do you... We don't use any to grow the microgreens. They're just the sun.
Yep.
So they take longer in the winter.
Yeah, everything takes longer, but there's a little smaller footprint for us. Now the lights we have on now are what I use when I harvest in the morning or in the summertime when it's so hot and I get up early to harvest. So need lights to see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yep. Did you find... Oh, wait. Hang on. Hello. Hello, Dexter. Thank you. What do we sell the most? Probably just lettuce in the summertime.
Well, at the farm market, no, it's 50% lettuce and 50% greens.
Oh, yeah, and then the tomatoes. When we
Yeah,
have
we
the
got
tomatoes
tomatoes.
come in, people come and they'll buy pounds of tomatoes.
Yeah, because people always thought, hydroponic tomatoes don't have any taste. They have lots of flavor. They're good. And the cucumbers, I mean, at the farm market, sometimes I'd sell over 100 cucumbers.
100?
Yeah.
I guess you'd bring that whole cooler.
Yeah, the whole cooler plus that other bin full. Yeah.
Yeah. Don wants to know if I found any Vortex.
I have some. I'm going to give you. I have
You
some
are?
Yes,
Okay.
I have some extra.
Thanks. I'll trade you something.
I know.
Thank
I'll
you.
make you work for it.
Yeah. No, but yeah, those Vortex sold out so fast. I think people are starting to catch on how good they are.
Yeah.
That's what the ones in the greenhouse are, Vortex. So they're good.
Yep, they're good.
They're good ones.
Yep.
Yours always turn out better, but I like growing them in the garden too.
Yep. Good snack when you're working.
Yeah. Okay, wait. We're getting a lot of them. Okay. Starting budget, it depends. It depends on if you want to do cement through the whole thing. It depends on how tall you want, how big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biodegradable. Yes, the BioStraight from the microgreens is biodegradable. And I even looked it up on their website. It says you can compost it. So
Yep, and I have a nice compost pile away from the greenhouse. Yep.
yeah. You know, I looked at it the other day and I didn't even see any. I mean, it breaks down pretty quickly, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, what is the best and not so expensive NST system? I don't know.
What NFT system?
Yeah. I mean, NFT, you can do a little one, you can do big ones. I mean, my NFT system in the basement only has 8 holes in it. And that whole system is $75, so it comes with a pump and everything. You can go big or you can go small with NFT.
And there's different types of NFT channels too. There's some that you can't open up and they're a little bit harder to clean. I like ours that you take the lids off and I'm able to clean the tops and the bottoms and make sure. Because I clean the channels after every single harvest to keep any diseases out.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yep.
It takes time, but
In the end, it's worth it and it saves your whole crop. And you have a whole greenhouse going, you don't want to have any crop failure.
yeah. Do we sell directly from the farm? No, we don't.
We live on a gravel road.
Yeah,
and
we're
the-
out in the middle of nowhere.
And the lane back here to the greenhouse is very narrow and it goes past the pond. No, can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yep. Have we considered edible flowers? Yep, those were the chrysanthemum.
No, the
Nasturtiums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did marigolds one time too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were okay.
There's
I like-
other kinds too, aren't there?
Yeah, I haven't tried them yet, but there are. Something to try. I should do some in the wintertime, make it happier in here.
Yeah. I like the yellow and red one.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the nasturtiums.
There's the nasturtiums,
Yeah,
yep.
they're good. Yep. I bet bakers would love edible. I bet they would too on a cake. That's a good idea. Although they'd get a cake and then get that wasabi taste. I don't know if it would
Yeah, that would
taste.
be
It'd
good.
look cool. I don't know if it'd taste good.
Put it on top of sushi.
How is Katie as the boss? She's the best.
Aww.
She's the best boss. Yep. Okay, no problem growing No problem with no problem growing lettuce in the summer because of the wet wall and the fans. That's the cooling system.
Yep. So, it doesn't
So
get too hot.
without that, there'd be no way we couldn't do it. But
Yeah, the
with
hardest time of the
cooling-
year is to grow lettuce is in December. It's hard for head lettuce because it's no light, so it doesn't form a head.
Yep. Thanks, Stephanie. Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting more ideas from Philippines. That's awesome. More from Philippines. That's so cool.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
some really cool setups in the Philippines, and I think that's just
That's
like
cool.
I've seen like balcony ones, and I know they had a couple bad storms there, so hopefully you guys are all doing good over there. How much do we sell our heads of lettuce?
Every market is different, so you have to go with what your market is. I've had some friends down in Texas that sell theirs for twice as much as what I do. It just depends where you're at, what city you're in, and the cost of living. Yep.
Yeah, we do a fair price though.
Yeah, we'd make it fair.
Yeah,
do
we
a
make
fair
it
price.
we make it fair, and we do like a bundle deal too at the market. So, yep. What's the square footage? 5,000 square feet is the square footage of the greenhouse. From Lima, Peru. Very cool.
Yeah, nice.
We haven't had too many insect problems just because we have that whole insect exclusion for the greenhouse, which is a huge help.
Yes. It makes it nice so you can work at nighttime and don't have mosquitoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Or bees coming in. I mean, I know greenhouses have the bees when they have the, oh, you should talk about that, how we pollinate the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
go-
good.
no.
You do it.
You can buy so tomatoes, they'll throw out the little flowers, but they need pollinated. And the way they get pollinated is a bumblebee is going on them and buzzing, and it shakes the pollen. So without bees in the greenhouse, you have to figure out how to do that. So they sell these wands that vibrate, but instead of that, we use an old toothbrush.
Electric toothbrush.
An old electric toothbruch. So do you have it taped to a pole?
I have it taped to a
It's
pole.
taped to a pole, and we turn it on, and we just vibrate all the little flowers with the electric toothbrush, and it works good.
Yeah, I'm too short to reach the top flowers. Yeah.
With the toothbrush up in the air.
Yeah. Now when Doug comes and does it, he takes it off the stick.
Yeah, he can reach.
He reaches them all, yeah.
Yeah. Do we use heirloom seeds? Some, more in the high tunnel than in the greenhouse. Yeah. We like to use seeds that are proven for hydroponics.
Yes. That have a non-GMO hydroponic.
Yeah,
type seed.
Yep. Thanks. What was the hardest to sell, and did you have a surplus?
I try not to have a surplus, but when I do, I donate it usually.
Yeah, you've taken it to the food banks before.
Yep.
Given some away to friends and family too. So, yep. Aw, thank you, Dexter. I appreciate that. Hi, Chris. He's back. Do you just use bleach to clean with? The channels, yes.
Yes.
Very diluted bleach, and then we make sure it dries all the way so it can evaporate off.
Yeah, we mix it food service directions. Or
Yes,
whatever.
just like for a restaurant cleaning, we do the same way. Yeah. Yep. How do you deal with plants that require pollen? Well, it's pretty much, the tomatoes are the only plants that require pollination in here, right? Do the cucumbers?
No, the cucumbers don't. The beans do, but the beans, because of the wind and the motion of the air in here, that'll pollinate them, and that's also what happened when I had the strawberries in here.
Yeah. Yep. Chris, thank you, Chris. Are they all fed the same? Are the plants the same EC and pH? Yes, they are. All of them are on the same nutrient system except the tomatoes, which are a higher pH, right? A little bit higher. A little bit higher for the tomatoes, and a different.
And it's a different formula for them. It's more of a vine crop formula than a leafy green like we have for the NFT channels.
I'll show that to you guys here soon.
Yeah.
Make a little video for that. Yep. Shout out from Gatlinburg. I love Gatlinburg. We went there on our honeymoon. Yep, very cool. Good night. Good night, Edgar. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. What's the best temperature range for greenhouse?
It depends. Since I have a lettuce house, mine's a little bit lower. And I'm going to do it in Fahrenheit, like I said. During the day, in this winter time, it's around 66 degrees, and then in the winter time, it gets down to 62
Yep.
at nighttime. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, should we take them around real quick since we are on the phone? I can show them a couple things, and then we'll
Yeah. That sounds
head
like a good
out. I
plan.
gotta get home. We got a big day tomorrow, so I'm gonna take you guys around, and I'll show you a couple things quick. Hopefully, we got a lot of your questions answered.
Get out of the way.
I really wanted to show you the beans. Will you go stand next to them?
Oh, you want me to stand next to
Yeah,
the
go
beans?
stand next to them. You got to see how tall these are.
Okay. I can't even reach all the way up to the top.
Yep. And then there's little buds coming a little bit. You can see them.
Yep, a little bit.
Yep. And then here's the cucumbers. Oh, these are getting big.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Yep. And then I'll show you the tomatoes too. There's the tomatoes. So that's the first round. And then the second round, they're over in the nursery over there. So we'll get those in probably this week, right?
Yeah, probably this week. It's something I want to work on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad lighting.
Oh, here, wait, come up here. Here, come here. We got to say bye.
Okay.
Guys, I really appreciate all of you coming on and chatting with us. And
Yeah, it was fun.
this was really fun. And yeah, keep your questions, because we'll definitely do this again. And we had fun answering your questions. And if you have anything else too, just leave a comment, and you guys know I get back to you eventually. So
Well, thanks everyone. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Now if I figure out how to end it. Maybe. Thank you. Bye.